Welcome to the X-Tendo podcast, episode 7. What's going on? What's going on? Let me get everybody in the room. Let me say what up. Let me give my shout outs and let's get directly into this episode. I am pumped up right now. I'm charged up right now. Oh man, Xbox and Nintendo is making major moves. Xbox and Nintendo has done major announcemements over the week. Sony not so much, and we'll get into that. What's going on? I gotta get my shout outs. I gotta get my acclimated. I gotta get acclimated here. I gotta send out links. I have to send out links because YouTube is hiding my channel. So if I don't send it to Facebook, Twitter, and things of that such, then nobody's going to get it. Nobody's going to receive it. But how are you guys doing, man? How was your week? What's going on? What's new? What's popping? Did you guys make progress this week? Did you guys do anything special? How's everybody doing, man? Come on into the room, man. Come on into the room. Please don't mind me. Like I said, I'm sending out links. Because YouTube's not messing with me. Sony put some type of strict ban on my channel, you know, as they should. I'm a problem. I'm a goddamn problem. Let me say what up. Shout outs to the early comers. Where are the early comers? Let me see. Bow! What's going on? Earl in the house. What's up, Earl? Slipstreams. What's up, Slipstreams? What's going on, buddy? Solo Mitch. Harv Eats. Yo, what's up, buddy? AB Sharish. What's up, brother? Vintage Enroll. Keys in the building. What's up, buddy? Off in Designs. What's going on? Spare Slipstreams. Zayless. Zobi, what's up? Yes, my favorite number it had to join, bro. Yeah. Oh, number 7. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a good episode. It's going to be a great episode. We've been popping. Even though YouTube has been hiding my channel, banning my channel, we are still popping. We are still doing extremely well. We are number one in certain countries you've never even heard before. But still, we're popping, man. We're popping. We're doing great. We're doing beautiful. Everything is great. Everything is beautiful. What a powerful, powerful, powerful week that we just had. Microsoft is on a roll. And guess what? Who was the guy that told you Microsoft was going to be popping? If there was one guy alone, who was that guy? First of all, let me acknowledge the chat room before we get started. I've been reading over the comments and things and such, and I'm starting to notice people are coming in and saying, you know what? I'm tired of this small cube section right here. I'm tired of it, man. Is anybody else tired of this bullcrap, bro? First of all, you're not wrong. I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of this little cube section like this. You know what I'm saying? I would love to expand and contract this little cube right here. Make it bigger, make it more expandable, making sure that you can see everything in this room. You can see me with clearness. I understand that. And I don't blame you for wanting to see me better, wanting to see a bigger screen of me, want to have the full screen, the full effect of me, and I understand it, I don't blame you. I'm a good-looking guy. Very attractive. Chiseled jawline. Out of this world looks. You've never seen an African-American look like me before. One of the best-looking people you've ever seen on this goddamn planet. I get it. I look so good to the point where people are going, you know what? I'm willing to risk it all. Listen, I'm not a homosexual, but, you know, I'll fuck the shit out. I'll fuck the shit out of Zobi. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame you for wanting more. I'm wanting better. People have been donating, and those of you who have been donating, best believe your money will be used to improve and expand the platform. I'm not going to use your money and go buy hookers and strippers and toys and video games and that such. No. The money will go towards this platform. Pretty soon you're going to be seeing things that you recognize compared to other streams. You're going to be seeing gaming chairs. You're going to be seeing lights. You're going to be seeing more pop figures. You're going to be seeing all the things that give off the disguise and the illusion that this guy is a gamer. But best and believe, let me just tell you this before you start to complain. Zombie70 has been running this same format for over years now. So I'm not sure if you're new. I'm not sure if you've been here for a while. I'm not sure if you came here through a series of links. Zombie70 has been running the same platform for over hundreds of years now. Little screen, big thing in the background. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. This is just the way it's been. Zombie70 doesn't have to give off the illusion of being a gamer. This is a podcast. So preferably, I would like for you to get the visual effect. There's no doubt about that. But open up your ears. The most important thing about these streams are your eardrums. If you don't have eardrums, I don't know what to tell you then. Just look at me. Open up the ear, get the sugar daddy out of your ear. Bah! Listen, put some headphones on. Go for a walk. Listen to the soothing sounds of my voice. Take a nap. Some of you might want to take a nap. I got you. Take a nap, fall asleep, and I'll talk to you while you're in your subconscious mind. But yes, am I saying this right? No. But please, bear with me. Zombie70 does not have to give off the illusion of a gamer. I don't need the gaming chair. I don't need the little 4K 60 frames per second. I don't need all that. I don't need organized pop figures in the back. I don't need that. I don't need some type of green and blue light coming through the background. I don't need that. That doesn't represent a gamer. That's just more consumerism. And I understand I have to play that game if I'm going to do this podcast and I'm going to do it right. Also, we're also looking for more guests. We're looking for guests. I know Zombie70 is very conceited. It's very ego-driven. I'm very narcissistic, and I will run a 5-hour show by myself, just talking to myself and talking to you. I can do that, but we're looking for guests. If you're looking to be part of the Zombie70, the up-and-coming new X-Tendo podcast, please leave me your resume at iloveanus at gmail.com. With that being said, I wanted to get that out there because that was the one comment that bothered me. Oh my God, come on, man. Is anybody else getting tired of these podcasts? I understand. And you're right. I'm not saying it's right, but it will get better. Give it time. Give it time. I don't want to be one of these people to be like, you know what? I got to make sure that I have everything right before I get started, man. I got to have the new microphones, man. I got to have the new camera. I got to have the gaming chair. I got to have a bowling alley in the background. I really don't want to be that type of guy. I really just want to get it. Bow. Let's go. I got the ideas. Let's just get it done the best way that we know how to get it done. Because when I feel like people start to resort to, yo, man, we got to get the camera. We got to get 2 to 3 cameras coming at us from different angles. Once you start to do that, then it's all of a sudden you start to resort to procrastination. Things don't get done. Why? Because in your mind, you've already given up the misconception that you need all these things, the chair, the lights, the multiple cameras, when you really don't. You really don't. They need it. They need it. Bussy Games, Neo Gay Spark, they need it. Not me. Not me. With that being said, welcome to episode 7. How are you guys doing? You guys all right? We got a lot to talk about this week, but the main course is going to be da 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 da. Yes! I told you! Everything that Zombie70 says comes true. Everything. Everything I say comes true. Everything I say, I'm going to say that one more time, comes true. I know. I know things. I get information from some type of spiritual realm or something. I don't know where I get this information, but I be knowing things. I be knowing stuff. Man, you're an idiot, man. Look at this guy, man. He's not giving off the illusion of some type of tough guy. You know what I like about Zombie70 compared to any other YouTube? Especially when it comes to the gaming YouTube? Everybody has to give off the illusion of being a tough guy, you know? Yo, what up, yo? Whoa. Yo, bruh, it's your boy. Yo, this week, yo, check it out. Yo, bruh, bruh. Yo, what did you say, bruh? I like that about Zombie 70 because Zombie 70 doesn't have to give off those type of illusions. I'm not trying to be your homie. I'm not trying to be your tough guy. I'm just trying to be Zombie 70. I'm trying to be myself. I'm giving myself to you. So that's why you will never see a gaming YouTuber do things like this. Da 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 da, da da da. Da 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 da, da 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 da. But you know what I mean? Oh my God, it makes me so incredible. It makes me so cool. And to be honest with you, that yo, keeping it real, bruh, that's like some old 90s shit. So you usually see it with guys around my age or older, kind of still retaining that Allen Iverson bullshit. Let's get to the show. Yo, Only Reasons, what's up? Omega, what's going on? What's going on? Before we get into Indiana Jones, I just want to do a quick recap of the week. A quick recap of the week. Let's see what I got here. Before we get started on the main course, because the main course is going to be a doozy. If you want to leave, while I get on to the main, before I get to the main course and you guys want to leave and come back, make sure you come back from the main course because the main course is Indiana Jones. But let me just get to the recaps of the week. And also, guys, make sure you're hitting up that thumbs up button because it really helps out the channel. Also, you're sharing this video. Also, you're liking, you're subscribing, you're adding this to your favorites. Despite a global record debut, the PlayStation 5 is now actually selling slower than the PlayStation 4. Say that again. Despite a global record debut, PlayStation 5 is now actually selling slower than the PlayStation 4. Did launch a line in multiple markets. For example, both Japan and the UK. It's currently flopping in Japan and the UK. Y'all need to stop believing Sony. You need to stop believing the Sony fanboys. You need to stop believing the media. They're all liars. They're all liars. They've been lying to you. On the PlayStation 5, the first week, the first month, the first whatever. No, actually it was when Nintendo had announced that they won the month of November, the same month that the PlayStation 5 launched on. And all of a sudden, Sony had ran out right after that the NPD numbers came out. Sony had came out right after that and said, hey, but check it out. We were the fastest selling. 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 And you'd be like, you know, if you're an idiot, yes, you're going to fall for those type of terms. Certain type of code words. Certain words where you will hear and you'll be like, well, you know, hey, well, if it's the fastest selling, then that means that's good. In my opinion, it's all bullshit, it's all lies. Anything can be twisted and turned and reworded for idiots to believe that something's successful, but it's not. I knew the PlayStation 5 was not going to be a success. I knew it was going to be an unmitigated failure. And best in believe, things are stripping up that way. Currently in Japan, it is not selling worth a goddamn. In the UK, it's not selling. It's not even selling here in the States. It is flopping left and right, left and right. The only people that are buying it, I told you before, are the Dusty Dirty Brigade, badly built white boys, and bots. It's not, for those of you who are going to say, well, come on, man, the bots are buying them all up, man. The bots, man, I can't get one. These mythical, magical bots are buying up all the consoles. They're buying up all the consoles, man. How is it possible that the Dusty Dirty Brigade is able to get 2 or 3 consoles in within one home? And they're not even looking for ways to scalp them. They got the disc model. They got the digital model. Let me go off on a side tangent right here before I continue to move on to the next. Don't do digital. No, man, I'm doing digital, man. It's much more convenient for me. Don't do convenient. Don't do that. look for every way possible not to go with convenience when it pertains to certain things in life, especially in this lifetime. Don't try to do the most convenient thing that you feel like at that time is what's best for you. Digital sounds hot. It really does. But it's not. Let me tell you why. Especially if you're going to buy a PlayStation 5 console. Well, if you're going to buy all the consoles, but we'll start with PlayStation 5. With PlayStation 5, there is currently some type of snitch thing going on. You're on your consoles, you got your headsets on, you're talking to your comrades in your party, and you're in like an 8 lobby, 24 party lobby, whatever, how many people you feel like you are, that you can do in the PlayStation 5. You're in a party, you're kicking it with your homies, you feel like you're comfortable because you're with your cool guys, you know what I'm saying? So when you're comfortable, you're going to be starting saying and spewing things that you feel like you can say in front of these guys, even though you don't know them from a bag of beans. Only thing you guys kind of share is terrible games and a terrible console. So you're in these chat rooms, you're talking, man, I swear to God, I'm going to kill motherfuckers, man. I'm about to bust a cap in these niggas. I'm going to drop a bomb on these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And while you're saying that, there's somebody in these party chats, 8 to 24, how many people that you can have in these parties, right? And that person is sitting back and he's currently recording you. He's recording you and he's sending you off to the Sony servers. He's sending you off to Jim Lion Ryan. He's sending you off to this person. He's sending you off to that person. Meanwhile, Jim Lion Ryan is taking that and they feel like that's a threat. They'll send that information. They'll send it to the FBI. The FBI's got some type of warrant for your arrest. And you don't even know. You don't even know where it came from. All because you were talking that hot shit over the microphone. Man, I swear to God, if I can be an Xbox fanboy, nigga, I'm going to pull the gat out, nigga, I'm going to get the spring. Even though they're saying fanboys, they're all talk. You see them in the real one. Hey, how you doing, man? Hey. Giggling and shit. I love your videos, man. Not only that, guess what? Guess what else they're going to do? You're sitting on your digital console, right? You got your digital account. Pow! They're going to log you out of your account. Pow! They're going to take you out of your account. Pow! They're going to freeze you out of your account. So guess what? What happens? You've lost all your games you bought. All the money that you spent on those $10 games, brand new $10 games, gone. You decided to go digital. You decided to go somewhere that was more convenient for you, not knowing where you were going. You don't own your games when you go digital. Sony says you're a threat to our system. You're a threat to our ecosystem. Guess what? You're gone. You're out of here. And guess what? The agreement before you signed on, you hit the OK button. Yep, go ahead, Sony. Go ahead, Sony. I trust you, Sony. You hit the OK button, and guess what? They got your ass. Man, I paid all this money. Whoa, we felt like you were a threat. Not only that, we called FBI on you. Not only that, you're going to jail. Not only that, you lost all of your digitalized games. If you can, and I'm telling you, the best bet is to go physical. It's the best bet. Because not only Sony, I saw something where they said Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft were all working together to find ways to end harassment online. So anything that they perceive to be harassment, they're going to get your asses out of there. And you know what? They're going to take your accounts. They're going to log you out of your accounts. You're going to lose all of your information. You're going to lose all of your purchases. All because you wanted convenience. Oh, forget it. You're not even in a chat room. You're not even making threats. You're just like, yo, what's up, bro? Let me say that one more time. Hey, yo, what up, bro? Bruh. Let me see, because this is how you'll talk. I'm talking like you guys. Hey, yo, bruh, what up? Somebody can take that as a form of harassment. Somebody can take that as an act of violence. right? When there's currently a set of rules right now, I don't mean to get into the politics, but I'm telling you, there is currently a set of rules that they're talking about banning as soon as Joe Biden gets in the House. So anything that says father, son, sir, ma'am, you get on that headset and you start assuming people's agendas. Hey, yo, man, bruh, yo, my dude, right? They're going to have some type of transsexual in the chat room. That transsexual is going to be like, yo, this nigga's assuming my gender. Bow! Harassment. Send it off to Sony. Sony's pro SJW. You saw it with games like Miles Morales, The Last of Us 2. They're going to take that as a sign of disrespect, log you off of your console. You lost all of your digitalized games. Your best bet is to get physical medium. At least if they logged you out of your account, there's nothing they can do with your games. Come on, guys. Let's get out of the realm of making things convenient. Man, I'm about to hit this bitch, man. I'm about to smash tonight, bruh. She mad easy, dude. You smash her, get her pregnant. Now they got 18 years of child support. All because of one night of recklessness and one night of conveniency. If you're gonna go out, man, get the baddest bitch that you can find. Smash that shit. At least if you smash, you get some bad kids. You get a bad girl. Come on, guys. To go back, PS4, PS5 is currently selling slower than the PlayStation 4. Come on, man. Yo, this dude's an idiot, man. Check. Yo, really? 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 It's slow. It's selling slower than the PlayStation 4. Does he know that there's limited stock? This guy doesn't even know that there's limited stock, man. What you don't know and what you don't remember, because, you know, people's memories and retaining things and retaining information, people can't remember what they did last week. So how are they going to remember what happened during the launch of the PlayStation 4? Remember the PlayStation 4 also launched with limited stock? You forgot? You forgot. Oh. Oh, okay. You forgot. You forgot the PlayStation 4 launched with limited stock as well. I didn't get my console until 2 or 3 years later. And it was still hard for me to find a PlayStation 4 at that time as well. Not only that, I actually think it's easier now to get a PlayStation 5 than it was when it was pertaining to getting the PlayStation 4. I'm seeing every single day from all types of Twitter accounts, Cheap Ass Gamer, the PlayStation Store, everywhere is saying, hey, get your PlayStation here. Get your PlayStation at Costco's. Get your PlayStation at Family Dollar. I mean, like, it's really, really, really easy to get a PlayStation. I am telling you, it is the easiest I've ever seen any console ever. It is easier to get a Nintendo Switch in 2020. It's not hard to get these things. The Dusty Dirty Brigade and badly built white boys with backwards caps are able to buy 2 or 3 of these things. The digital and the physical version. It's not hard for you to get a PlayStation 5. Y'all forgot that the PlayStation 4 was limited stock as well. You forgot that the PlayStation 2 was limited stock as well. PlayStation 1 I don't remember very much. But I remember the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, it was hard. PlayStation 3 not so much because it launched at $600 at the time, and people were like, look at you. Phil Spencer, Microsoft are geniuses. They released those consoles, those Xbox Series X consoles, man. They only put a limited supply on the market. people were buying the consoles within moderation. There were no bots buying these consoles. Every single Xbox was sold manually. The consumer got it. Little Timmy was able to get his. Little Jimmy was able to get his. Little Timmy Turner was able to get his. Right? No problems. A flawless launch. The only thing you saw problems were people that were tampering with the product. People taking it and throwing it out of the window, plugging it back up and then playing, and they go, oh my God, this thing is broken. And people smoking and vaping out of the machine. People pissing on the consoles. All Sony fanboys, might I add. They put a little bit of supply of Xbox Series X's on the market. They snatched them off the market and said, you know what? We're going to work on them. We're going to work on them. They're coming, right? Meanwhile, people are gaffling up PlayStation 5s left and right? Easy. Even with the bots, it's easy to get, right? Screen tearings, crashes, crashing on rest mode, bricking on rest mode, all types of problems, loud engine sounds, different fans that are in the console, right? Everybody's looking at PlayStation 5 and seeing how much of a disaster it is, right? Now the bad taste is in the market. Now the bad taste has spread it across the internet. Guess what? People are kind of like, you know what? I might as well get the Xbox Series X. PlayStation 5 is the weakest console in the market. Games can barely run at 60 frames per second. None of them can run at 4K, native 4K. I might as well go with the strongest console on the market. Phil Spencer, you are a genius. You're a genius, sir. I don't have an Xbox yet, but when I do, you will know. And when I do, every Friday, Anime Fight Nights. Every single anime game that can be played on the Xbox Series X, every Friday, Anime Fight Night. Exclusive to the Xbox Series X. Well, Zombie, what about the PlayStation, man? Exclusive to the Xbox Series X. December 2020 NPDs. The winner is what's funny is I said the Nintendo Switch was going to destroy the PlayStation 5 during the holiday seasons. I said that. People laughed. People laughed. People called me names. Some of you questioned my sexuality. I understand that. I get it. It comes with the territory. But I said the Nintendo Switch was going to destroy the PlayStation even at its own launch. And what's funny is that there's actually limited supply of Nintendo Switches than there is PlayStation 5s. Still dominating. The NBDs are only for America, but it's also dominating within the UK, and it's also dominating within Japan. Outstanding work, Nintendo. Thank you for making me look right. And let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling, man. It's going to be a powerful year for Nintendo Switch. There is nothing that's going to be able to stop Nintendo Switch. They are going to sell like gangbusters this year as the Nintendo Switch. And do not, and I repeat, do not let the Nintendo Switch Pro drop this year, because if it does, PlayStation is over. You can forget about it. You can forget about your little PlayStation 5s, your little shitty games, your little shitty non-Japanese games. You can forget about it, man. You can forget. Yeah, but we're going to get a Silent Hill, yeah. And we're going to get the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. Really, those are the games they're going to be able to compete with Monster Hunter Rise and Bravely Default 2 and Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 and Rune Factory. There's just so many games. Mario's. I mean, games galore. And you mean to tell me that a Silent Hill? And a Metal Gear remake, another goddamn Metal Gear remake is going to save the day on PlayStation? If Demon's Souls Remastered, a game that came out 11 or 12 years ago, and a Spider-Man Miles Morales able to just flop like dog shit on an afternoon, then I'm sorry. There is nothing you could do against Nintendo. And there's definitely nothing you're going to be able to do with Microsoft, because Microsoft is coming with that heat. The heat that Microsoft is going to be offering, not only that, the combination of the Nintendo Switch, not only that, the PlayStation 5 is the weakest console on the market. It's constantly breaking. It's mainly cheaply made products. How the hell are you going to be able to compete? How are you going to be able to compete? It's over for PlayStation. I am saying this, I am putting this out there. I am telling you, the PlayStation 5 will be the lowest rated, lowest sold PlayStation console of all time. People are done with PlayStation. It's a wrap for PlayStation. People are done with PlayStation. They're done. Congratulations, Nintendo, for another month. Let's keep it going. This is the last bit of news, and then we're going to go right into that. Sony Corp YouTube upload of CES 2021. I guess it was some type of CES show. They were showing off games. I didn't even know. They showed off games. There was a video. I didn't hear nobody talking about it, right? And within the end of that video, it was weird. They had these games, right? Sony can't compete, so they're just making up shit, right? They had all these games, and they had all these little release dates at the bottom of the joint for all their future upcoming games. And then the Sony fanboys, they looking for anything. They're just grasping for anything. Yeah, we got release dates. We got release dates. Where's the Xbox release dates at? Where's the Xbox release date? Like, the Sony fanboys are so stupid. They'll just grab for anything. They'll just, but it's a tribalism mentality. It's the same tribalism mentality that Phil Spencer was talking about. You got to understand, it's not really the fanboys. It's Sony. It starts from the top. Listen, Sony. You could be on top of shit creek. With a paddle this deep, you're still going to sink. You're a disgrace. You didn't call me rabbit. This is a turtle race. It comes from the top. Then it trickles down to the gaming media, and then it spreads within the virus that is the Sony fanboys, within all of your apps, your Twitters, your Grinders, your Facebooks, and things of that such. So Sony put the bug out there. Listen, we got release dates for our games. Yeah, Microsoft is announcing games, but where's their release dates at, right? So the Sony fanboys took it, as stupid as they are, quickly took it and said, yeah! I don't know why that's something to celebrate about. I don't know why that's a victory. I don't know why, but Sony fanboys will make a lemon out of lemonade. You right? They will take anything and just make something out of it. And you'd be like, I didn't even know that was part of the rules. No, we all know if your game does not release on a Tuesday, then it doesn't count. You'd be like, what the fuck? When was that rule created? Anyway, it was weird. They put these games and they had release dates. And then like 2 or 3 days later, all of a sudden, they came out with another video and then took all those release dates out. What happened? Something going on? Something going on over there, Sony? Sony, you made this. You created this, Sony. You created this war. Now you got to eat it. You created this war. Now you got to eat it. And some of you are probably thinking, the hell are you talking about? What does it mean Sony created this war? Now you got to eat it, Sony. Sony came out and got the gaming media to attack Cyberpunk 2077. They did. Why? Because Cyberpunk 2077 was marketed through Microsoft. Gaming media came down on Cyberpunk 2077 hard. Not only that, Cyberpunk 2077, it cannot play on no current PlayStation console unit. It can't play. It's unplayable on all PlayStation platforms. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Meanwhile, Microsoft is getting cars in their new Forza games. We're speeding, we're driving, we're crashing into things, we're doing donuts, spelling Sony sucks within our tire screeches. Our games are running flawlessly on the Xbox Series X, is it not? It's even running good on the Xbox X1 or whatever it's called, 1X. After the patch, it's running great on the Xbox Series S. No problems, no concerns. It's a dream over there playing Cyberpunk 2077 on the Xbox Series X. The gaming media, Game Over Greggy, IGN, Kotaku, everybody. Oh! Bugs, 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 bugs. Sony, you created this war. Now you have to eat it. Now, Sony, you can't release indie games with no bugs. So guess what? You had original plans to release those games on certain days, but since you created the bug war, now we're going to be seeing delays after delays after delays. You better not drop another game with another bug. I don't want to see not one bug coming from your platform. Not one. If I see one, it's over. It's a wrap. We're done with you. You wanted to create this war? Then let's go to war. Bugs are a problem, Sony? Best and believe, let me catch a bug. Let me catch a bug. I'm turning up. As bug-ridden as Spider-Man Miles Morales is, it's unplayable the way that you're turning into bricks. Spider-Man's face is falling off. His mask is stretched the fuck out. That matter, Spider-Man Miles Morales was launched with bugs galore, and yet you didn't hear anything. Not only that, the council is bugdified. It's bug-snatched. I better not care not one bug on your godforsaken piece of shit games. Let me catch one. Game delays after game delays will be coming up very soon. After seeing what happened at the CES and then they erased all their release dates, after seeing that, I said, all right, got all the news out of the way. Now we can get into Indiana Jones. What a powerful week for Microsoft. Another powerful week. They've been dropping bombs week after week after week after week after week. I'm very, very excited. I'm very pumped up. When I first originally heard the announcement, what was I doing? I was kicking it and chilling. First, I just saw that Indiana Jones was announced. And then I said, oh, cool, you know. And then I saw that it was being made by Bethesda. I said, oh, what's this? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here, you know? And I was like, wait a minute, Microsoft owns Bethesda. You know? Then my hype started intensifying. I said, oh, shit. I was hyped. I was charged. Then I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, he was some type of, you know what I mean? And then you saw a whip at the end of the trailer. I said, oh, shit, what's going on right now? What's going on right now? Oh, shit, games. And you know, I was just, you know, I can't help it. I can't help it. I've been gaming for over 20-something odd years. And in my 20-something odd years, I've always got excited for game announcements. Didn't matter if I knew what the game was, or how the game would play, or what the game would look like. I just see something. I'm like, what? Is that Persona 6? You know what I mean? And I just get excited. I just get hyped up. Over the past 10 years or so, that became a negative thing for some strange, odd reason. I don't know why. It usually becomes a negative thing if you're on the other team. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was hyped for Persona 5, and the Xbox guys were mad at me. You didn't even see the gameplay yet. And I go, I don't give a goddamn. It's Persona. It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's ready. And then when it pertains to Indiana Jones, the same thing happened. Hey, man, lower your expectations, man. You need to fucking lower your expectations. I can't help it. I can't help it. Xbox for years. And I think Xbox should get a pass because the negative stigma on Microsoft not having any games and Microsoft announcing games should be something to rejoice about. According to you, there are no games on the Xbox. In my opinion, that's a lie. Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will and the Wisp, Gears of War, Halo, Wasteland. These are all things that might not be exclusive for the Microsoft platform, but still, the money that you're buying that said console for, which I think it's an outstanding way to go for 2020. I would actually reward Sony, but since Sony fanboys made the rules, I can't reward Sony if they ever decide to start doing the same thing. I can't. Horizon Zero Dawn went on the PC, it flopped. I can't reward that. Because according to the Sony fanboys, that was unacceptable. You have to make, I'm a dusty, bummy, loser, fat, white boy with a backwards hat, sitting in my room coming up with mediocre videos, and you have to be loyal to a council, one council, and that's it. I do not have a billion-dollar, trillion-dollar business, so I need to tell a trillion-dollar, billion-dollar business how to make money. At the end of the day, this is a business. We're in the business of making money, not trying to appease losers. Losers. Because if you were a winner, you wouldn't give a goddamn where another man is doing with his or her business. You'll be focused on your own business. So yes, Microsoft has been coming up with outstanding games. Sea of Thieves, Grounded, amazing, amazing games. But, according to the Sony fanboys, there are no games. So by seeing that announcement, made me go, here we go. Oh shit, here we go again. So yes, I got excited and best believe the Sony fanboys, they came and rushed to my comment section and said, hey man, you don't even know what the game's gonna be like, man. You need to really lower your expectations, man. What you really need to do is lower your expectations, man. Your expectations are just way too freaking high right now, man. Lower that. You go, you crying? Telling me to lower my expectations when it pertains to Indiana Jones. One of the most iconic characters in film ever. You can go up to anybody on the streets and say, Indiana Jones. And niggas be like, what? Yo, I love that movie, man. I freaking love that movie, dude. Right? You can walk around with a whip and a hat and niggas be like, yo, Indiana Jones? Oh, shit, yo. No, I'm Bill. Oh, okay. And he walks off like a deranged maniac. You know what I mean? You're sitting on the streets going, and somebody walks in and joins you on the whistling session. Yeah, yo, I love Indiana Jones. That's my dude, right? And you're like, that's not Indiana Jones. That was the new Drake song. Oh. Even when shit is not even what it is, niggas it's in your brain, it's in your subconscious, it's in your conscious, it's with up in here. The Indiana Jones franchise is iconic. And to make a video game coming from Bethesda and it's being funded by Microsoft, I don't know how this can be bad. At the end of the day, wait a minute, let me go back. Lower your fucking expectations, man. Your expectations are just fucking on the, or skyrocketing out, man. Your expectations are out of control now, man. These Sony fanboys are telling me to lower my expectations, right? Hear me good. Hear me and hear me the fucking good right now. These Sony fanboys are sitting here telling me to lower my expectations, right? These are the same Sony fanboys that have high expectations for games like Astrobot, for games like Bugsnatch, for games like Destruction All-Star Derby, whatever that's called. For some of the most shittiest fucking Sony exclusive I've ever known in my entire life. I have never seen some of the worst games coming from a company, and yet their expectations are through the roof when it comes to this game before it comes out. And yet I have to lower my expectations when it comes to Indiana Jones, Bethesda, and Microsoft. Oh my God, you have to, play. I know you're not going to play these shitty games. Even if they gave it to you for free, you're not going to buy and play these crappy, terrible games. But these motherfuckers will hype up some bullshit like Dreams. All the highest expectations in the world. And you mean to tell me I need to lower my expectations when it comes to Microsoft? Man, fuck you, man! I don't ever want to hear no stupid fucking Sony fanboy ever come to me ever again about telling me I need to lower my motherfucking expectations. Y'all niggas be hyping up some of the worst. There's a difference with Microsoft. There's a difference with Microsoft. Why do I say that? If we're going to keep it real, if we're going to keep it honest, if we're going to keep it above 50, if we're going to keep it 100. When it comes to Microsoft, when it comes to Bethesda, I can't really think of a bad Microsoft game. When it comes from Microsoft, if we're going through the history of Microsoft, even if it was being developed by somebody else, I'm sitting here and I'm really, when it pertains to exclusivity or if it's coming through Microsoft, I can't even think of a history, throughout history, I'm talking about for all Xbox consoles, where I played an Xbox game where I thought it was bad. And the same goes for Nintendo. The same goes for Nintendo. Now, I might not like that certain type of game, but I cannot come out of my mouth and say, that's a bad game. I can do that with Sony. I can do that with Sony. Going all the way back to the PlayStation 2, I can do that with Sony. But when it comes to exclusivity from games like Jade Empire, for the Xbox, I mean, like, I can't really go through the whole catalog and go, and I'm trying to see if the fanboys, if anybody in the chat room said, what about this game? This game is garbage, and nobody in the chat room can even find a bad game directly coming out of Microsoft. Even when I'm looking, let's go with the Xbox One. Ori and the Will and the Wisp, Wasteland 3, 2, Halo, Gears of War, Forza, Grounded, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, What's that game that was made by Insomniac? Is it called Insomniac? Are they called Insomniac? Or was it called somebody else? I can't think. I really can't think of anything really bad coming from Microsoft. Now, are there games being made by Microsoft that might not just be for my taste? Say like what, Halo, the Halo games. I love Halo 1. I love Halo 1. But I would say after that, I'm not saying they were bad games. I can actually sit there and play those games. It's just not really for me. You know what I mean? I like the Halo 1 the most because it reminded me of whatchamacallit, Starship Troopers, a movie I used to watch back in the day. Later on, they sort of added aliens, and then there was some type of intergalactic warfare. A lot of shit that I would like, but for some reason it bores me. You know what I mean? I probably would have liked the story better, but when it comes to the gameplay, that bores me. You know what I'm saying? But I am looking forward to Infinite, big time. So yes, when it comes to Indiana Jones, I have high hopes. I have high expectations because I feel like this is something that Microsoft and Bethesda are not going to mess up. This is how I feel. Now, if it happens, it happens. Do I think it's going to be a bad game? Probably not. Will it be a game that's probably not my taste? It probably won't be. But as of right now, I am extremely, extremely, extremely excited for the Indiana Jones games. Another game that we can add to the Microsoft Xbox ecosystem. And that's a good thing. And according to Sony fanboys, that's what Xbox needed. But now, guess what? Games don't matter. Something that I've been saying that the Sony fanboys were going to start doing, and best believe, right on time and right on schedule, Zombie70 predicted it once again. So we had the high expectation police, and we also had, what can I call these guys? I would call these guys nothing's ever good enough police. These are the guys that really piss me off. The high expectation guys, I get it. They want to throw a little bit of a curveball so that I can sit there and go, hey, well, you know what? You're right. I don't know what the game's about. So you're right. The game might be bad. And that's not something I want to think about, man, because that's not my mentality. I don't have a loser's mentality. I have a mentality where I go, I look at the glass as half full more than half empty. It's always been my mindset. Always. So I'm always going to look for the positive things more than the negative. Trump lost the election. That's my guy. That's my dude. Had nothing to do with politics. Has nothing to do with politics. I just like that guy. He's a good dude. I like the symbol of Donald Trump. Joe Biden won. Nothing to do with politics, but guess what? For me, the glass is half full because I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm not any of that. I'm going to get it in Biden's era better than I got it in the Trump era. That's just my mentality. But the nothing is ever good enough police. Oh my God. They're the worst. I saw a lot of that too. Microsoft finally starts issuing out new games, right? This was in my Discord. This was in my mother flipping Discord. The shit was announced, right? It was just announced. Literally 5 seconds later, I am not bullshitting you. I am not fucking bullshitting you. It was 5 seconds after the announcement that Microsoft was coming out with new games. This is something that everybody in the gaming community should be rejoicing about. Why? Because we have more options to play games. At the end of the day, I want to go back to a time where I had my Sega Genesis and I had my fucking Super Nintendo. And it had nothing to do about no fanboy shit, man. They both were supplying me with options to play fucking video games. At the end of the day, I would love to have the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and the Nintendo Switch. But I can't because the PlayStation 5 is offering me jack shit. They don't offer you fucking video games over there, man. I don't give a fuck what the name is on the goddamn cover. That is not a fucking video game, and we'll get into it later. We'll go deeper on what I just said. So yeah. 5 seconds within the Sly in the chat room. Am I lying? Let these niggas know I'm not lying. 5 fucking seconds after the announcement that Indiana Jones is coming. We got games coming. We got some of the most dustiest niggas, hoarding ass niggas, lying about their hours niggas, hiding their trophies, hiding when they online type weirdos. Always lying about something ass niggas. Posting this shit, right? Posting this shit in my Discord. I'm not lying to you. And it was all negativity. Yo, man, hey, listen, this ain't my type of game. If this game is like Uncharted, then, I'm not going to buy it. But, I'm happy for the Xbox guys because I can use Indiana Jones as troll bait. I can troll these guys by saying that Indiana Jones is more popular than... Already throwing out negativity within our Discord. I'm looking for a positive environment, a positive space within my Discord. I'm excited, and he wanted to beat me to the punch before I can get excited. He wanted to throw out some fucking negativity by saying that Uncharted, if this game plays like Uncharted, knowing shit like that's gonna get me riled up. Just the name Uncharted, just the sight of Uncharted, just me walking past the casing, seeing Uncharted at my local GameStop, stacked the fuck up all over the place, fucking grinds my fucking gears. Really trying to mess with the subconscious of Sony 70 by trying to correlate that this game is going to play like Uncharted. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? This is a time of rejoice. This is a time of celebration. How the fuck are you automatically going to jump out of the window and say this game is going to play like Uncharted when nobody knows what this fucking game is going to be about? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the fuck this game is. They didn't show us any goddamn gameplay. And you're already trying to tie it in with Uncharted? And another thing, who gives a fuck what you gonna buy or not, nigga? You buy some of the most stupidest kiddies games, man. This motherfucker buys Sonic the Hedgehog, Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby. Nigga, you don't have the right to have fucking standards. You don't have the right to dictate your opinion to anybody else's. You don't even have a broad horizon. Your zone is a zone that was made for 5-year-olds. I stopped playing fucking Yoshi and all that shit at 11 years old. Now, I don't want to sit here and try to be this type of guy that goes, hey, you're playing a kid's game, you're doing this. No, I'm not trying to be that guy because I as well play games that at the visual, you think that's a kid's game. But really, when you start to dive deep into the gameplay, you go, okay, my God, this is so complex. This isn't a kid's game. But it will get looked over because there's not some type of broken man on the front cover with a giant gun looking to kill something. But when you look at Yoshi's Woolly World, Sonic Forces, and Kirby, nigga, at 11 years old, I was like, that's enough of that. I'm going to play these JRPGs where I'm going to be traversing different worlds, different universes, other paradigms. I'm going to be in flying ships, floating cities. Yeah, if this plays like Uncharted, man, it's like... And then everybody started to feed into that. Yeah, you know, yeah, I like Indiana Jones, but man, the games are trash. What the fuck are you talking about? What Indiana Jones games have you been playing over the years that were so fucking bad? I don't blame that person because that person saw Uncharted. And once you mix Uncharted with anything, you automatically think negative because Uncharted is fucking garbage. No, I kind of like Uncharted 4. You're an idiot. You're not a gamer. Go watch a fucking movie. I know you got all the goddamn subscription services to watch whatever movie you want to watch. Go watch that because that'll be better. Why would you go actually watch a real Uncharted game, and that's Indiana Jones? There's a fucking trilogy of those movies. With that being said, let me also throw this gem out there. I don't like open world games. I don't. I thought I would. I thought I did. But as time continues to go through, I go, you know what? This open world genre just doesn't work for me. I just don't like it. When it comes to the Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, when it comes to the modern day Elder Scrolls games, comes to the modern day Fallout games, when it comes to a lot of these games that are, the main focus is kind of like open world, I found myself getting extremely bored. On paper, it looks exciting. Oh my God, we're gonna be playing as a pirate, we're gonna be able to traverse the land, we're gonna be able to do this and do that, but when you start playing, you'll be like, my God, this is so boring. Why did they even make this game open world when the world has nothing to do with nothing? You can't interact with the world, there's nothing going on. Yo, I get to play as a cowboy in an open world. This is going to be amazing, man. And you get to plane and you're on your horse and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? So yes, I don't like open world games. I don't. Especially when it pertains to these JRPGs, when it comes to games like Dragon Age, Origins, or XCOM. I would kind of prefer for these Western RPGs to kind of make it more of a hub-based, mission-based thing. When you come in, they give you the mission. You could do this. While you're on this mission, you can do something, a side thing. And if you do the side thing, it'll increase your item earnings. You know what I mean? Dropping me off, I come, boom, 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 I kill this, I kill that, boom, boom, we get to the final thing, boom, we come back to the world, we level up our characters, we rest, we eat. I might talk to a couple of characters while I'm in the hub thing. Boosting up our mana, boosting up our team chemistry. Then actually just being put into this world and just go, hey, all right, here we go. Oh, look, a wolf. Bloop. Now, I know I'm boring you right now because I'm talking about video games, but please bear with me. You start talking about video games, the gaming community hates it when you talk about video games. They hate it. They get so bored. Man, I was kind of hoping y'all was going to talk about killing and shooting some shit up, man. I was like, what? But I need to say that to say this. There's exceptions to the rules. There's exceptions to the rules. Zelda Breath of the Wild is my favorite video game ever made. It's right there with Xenogears. Zelda Breath of the Wild. I love Zelda Breath of the Wild so much because it does everything right when it pertains to open world. It does everything right when it pertains to open world. Every single step you take Every little step you take. Like every little step you take in Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's always something happening. Not only that, the game isn't holding your hand and saying, hey, Zelda, what you need to do is you need to go down here, then you need to go over here, then you need to do here, then you need to come back and bring me this. Now, there are certain sections of the games that have that. But the main premise of Zelda Breath of the Wild is, boop, I dropped you here, now go. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And best believe that's what you do. You look in the distance, you'll see something in the sky, you go, oh my God, what's that? Can I get to that? You can. See something over there, oh my God, look at this. Oh, look at that, look at this, boom, boom. Zelda Breath of the Wild does everything right when it pertains to open world games. Even though I don't like open world games. And yet it is still my favorite video game of all time. And yet the Zelda Breath of the Wild template can be put into games like Genshin Impact and Finks, Immortal Finks Rising, and the people who don't like Nintendo and don't like Zelda love those games out of the wazoo, even though they took the Zelda Breath of the Wild template. Why? Because Zelda Breath of the Wild let everybody know how to make an open world game. They did it. I remember when I first saw Zelda Breath of the Wild. I was like, oh. And they showed it off. Look, you're going to have an open world Zelda game now, guys. And I was just like, yeah. I guess I won't be buying that. I really had no intentions of buying Zelda Breath of the Wild because I had no intentions of buying a Wii U. No disrespect. I wasn't going to buy a Wii U for Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was my intentions. You know what I mean? At the time. But that changed. That changed when they showed off the final trailer to Zelda Breath of the Wild. And we knew it was coming to Nintendo Switch. Even when it was coming to Nintendo Switch, I still really was kind of like, yo, I was more hyped for them announcing JRPGs like, say Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Shin Megami Tensei 5. I was more like, I was more hyped for that. But I remember the final trailer they showed for Zelda Breath of the Wild. And it was something like out of a Studio's Ghibli movie, the way the animations was looking. And I remember I caught myself having a single tear coming out of my eye. I was crying. Because it was a sense of relief as a gamer, because I was going through 10 years of hell with the PlayStation 3. At the time it was PlayStation 4. And I was playing some of the worst games known to man. I mean, these games were so bad that I was saying that Persona 4 and the Soul series was the best. And that is fucking crazy. Those games are fucking mediocre as hell. And I was putting them on the top plateau for those past 10 years. Zelda Breath came out and I said, a change is coming. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. And I saw that Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer, and something within me said, change is coming. Gaming is back. And that's one of the reasons why I will always hold Zelda Breath of the Wild with high esteem. With high esteem. That trailer was amazing. I was sold. I bought the game, and everything that I anticipated, how great this game was going to be, was better than that. It was better than my anticipations. It is an outstanding, standing game. I love that game. Number one, right next to Xenogears. Because Xenogears is something special for me as well. There was only 2 games in my life that I just felt like there was just something very special, and it was Xenogears and Zelda Breath of the Wild. With that being said, I want to say this. I just told you I don't like open world games. I just told you I don't like Uncharted. But there's exceptions to the rules. What if Indiana Jones plays like Uncharted? What if? But what if Microsoft and Bethesda do Uncharted right? I can never sit there and say, as a gamer, I can never sit there and say, I don't like this game because it's going to play like that game. I can't do that because a lot of games play like a lot of games. But there's only certain games out there that do it right. When it comes to Uncharted, I would actually like the series and respect the series if it was just Uncharted. Right? A PlayStation guy. I grew up a PlayStation guy. Right? Love PlayStation. Ever since the PlayStation 1. I hated the PlayStation when it started to go towards PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5. Right? But when it came to the PlayStation 2, when it came to the PlayStation brand, I recognized the brand because it was the kooky, and it was what the Nintendo Switch is today. It was offering you just a plethora of games where you just go, you know what, these are some of the most kookiest and the most weirdest games, and I love them all the same. You know what I mean? And they're all here at the PlayStation brand, right? They were just some of the weirdest games, some of the weirdest names for these games, and yet I love them. Love them. Now, when it comes to Uncharted 2, Uncharted 1, that became the symbol of PlayStation. Now, it's really hard for me to unlike the Uncharted series when all of a sudden Sony sits back and says, you know what, let's get rid of all the kooky and quirkiness, let's get rid of the fun, let's just make all of our games Uncharted. Uncharted is the only game out of our series that currently at that time that is selling, so guess what? Let's make them all that game. They're all going to be Uncharted now. Story-based, witty one-liners, lack of gameplay. I can't stand Uncharted. For those of you who like Uncharted, I think you guys are insane. Uncharted 4 removed features from Uncharted 2 that actually made Uncharted 2 kind of its own thing. They removed more gameplay features, and I'm seeing Xbox fanboys come out of their mouth saying they like Uncharted 4, and I go, how? I played Uncharted 4. You put Zombie 7 in Uncharted 4. That game was terrible. I saw somebody posted a little gif. Man, yo, if Indiana Jones ain't nothing like this, I'm like, man, Indiana Jones is going to be 10 times better than Uncharted 4. Let me show you how bad Uncharted is. Let me tell you how fucking bad this game is. Hey, yo, Joe, what up, man? Yeah, I know you like PlayStation, man. I just got me a new PlayStation, man. Hey, man, tell me about this game, Uncharted, man. Huh? Oh, yeah, you said you like Uncharted, right? Tell me about it. Oh, yeah, man, I love Uncharted, man. Yo, let me tell you, right? Yeah, tell me, please. Well, you're Nathan Drake, right? Okay. Somebody is asking you to sell them on Uncharted, and the first thing out of your idiotic mind is that you're Nathan Drake. That's how bad Uncharted is. Yeah, so imagine, right? Imagine when you were a kid, right? And you were in class. And you had the new hot game. The new hot game was Sonic the Hedgehog, right? And your friends came up to you and you said, oh my God, you got the new Sonic the Hedgehog? Tell me, what is Sonic the Hedgehog like? And then you said, well, first of all, you're Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Your friends are gonna be like, what? No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to say, well, you're not. You're going to say, yo, let me tell you about Sonic the Hedgehog. You know Mario, right? Mario's like, man, it's slow. That shit corny, man. You got to do platformers. You got to be careful. You got to jump from platinum to platinum. You know, it's just real. You know what I'm saying? You start bringing up other games so that you can tell people how to compare and contrast, right? Yo, with Sonic the Hedgehog, yo, that motherfucker fast as hell, yo. That nigga I swear to God, he moves so fast you can't even see that mother. Back in the day when you were a kid, Sonic the Hedgehog was fast. You ain't never seen nothing that fast before. So you start over-exaggerating the speed. You know what I mean? Bro, oh my God, I swear I thought the game broke because the motherfucker was moving so goddamn fast across the screen, bro. I mean, he was like, bow, you know what I'm saying? He was from here to here. You know how Mario takes about 3 hours to get to the end of the level? Man, Sonic be at the end of the stage within 5 seconds, bro. 5 fucking seconds? Yeah, nigga. And then when you get to the end of the level, you get to go into another dimension. This giant rain comes, and then you go to these little mini puzzles, and you collect Chaos Emeralds, nigga. Chaos Emerald? What the fuck is that? Yo, let me tell you about the Chaos Emeralds. You like Dragon Ball Z, right? I love Dragon Ball Z, man. Yo, you collect you collect these Chaos Emeralds, right? You collect them all together, and then all of a sudden the Chaos Emeralds comes together and fuses within Sonic. You turn into a super fucking Sonic. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. A super, I swear to God, yo, it's just like Goku with the hair sticking up. He turns all gold. All of a sudden, remember I said Sonic was going super fast? Then, pow, that nigga's like that. That nigga, remember I said it took about 2 or 3 seconds to finish the level? It took about 2 or 3 seconds to finish the game. Nigga, we went into some type of lecture format when it pertained to explaining Sonic the Hedgehog. Go back and watch the IGN review. You play as Nathan Drake. You go, what the fuck? That's not telling me anything. Imagine explaining Uncharted, right? Well, yo, check it out, man. Yeah, you play as Nathan Drake. Well, he's a thief. Yeah, he's a thief, right? A thief? What the fuck? Yeah, you get to play as a thief. Well, hold on. What? You know Indiana Jones? Yeah, I love Indiana Jones. That's my nigga right there, man. Indy, I love. I love Indiana Jones. What's good? Yeah, it's like that, yo. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. What? Yeah, it's like a movie, yo. It's like a movie. Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm paying $60 to play a fucking movie? Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of cool because, like, you know, the dialogue it's a really good dialogue, man. Nigga, I have a subscription service to HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll. Please don't ask me why I got a Crunchyroll subscription. I can go sit down and watch a fucking movie. I can go watch Indiana Jones, nigga. Why would I want to sit there and pay $60 to watch a nigga talk to a motherfucker for? Now you got the Sony fanboys in it, you know. Now when you know you get the Sony fanboys when you get them cornered, they're like rats. When you get them cornered, all of a sudden they start lashing out at you and shit. Man, you must be an Xbox fanboy, man. You must be some type of Xbox fanboy, bro. You know what I mean? Then they start to attack your character. Yo, Toxic Thomas with the $10 donation. Yo! If anybody donated, I'm sorry if I missed your donations. I've been having other links. Democrats and liberals turning America into George Orwell's film 1984. Yes, there was a film that came out in 1984 that broke everything down. But it's not just 1984. There was a whole lot of other things, movies that came out back in the day. I think it's called, what's that movie called with Roddy Piper, and he put on the glasses and everything said obey, and he was able to see the real. That movie's so profound for today. It's insane. It's a lot of movies. But yes, you're right, Toxic. Thanks you so much for the $10 donation, man. The money doesn't go to me and go and buying hookers and going to simp on some type of OnlyFans page just to look at some dirty girls. No. That money, I don't know why you guys would spend $10 to look at some OnlyFans where you can go out and get you some hookers. That's so stupid to me. Well, anyway, the OnlyFans girls are going broke. They're not making any money. But thank you so much. Yeah. So when it comes to Uncharted, you can't even like, that just shows you how much of it's not a game. It's because, or when it comes to all Sony exclusives, it really shows you how much of not a game it is. Because when you try to explain to somebody what the game is, you start to explain things that have nothing to do with video games. Yo, man, tell me about, yo, I know you like that new Sony joint. I know you like that new Sony exclusive. What's that called? The God of War? Tell me about that, man. Because if you were to talk about the old God of War, you can really dissect and break it down. Oh my God, nigga, you ripping niggas' heads off. You stomping on niggas' throats, taking it and ripping their fucking skulls loose. You know what I mean? I remember going back in the day when Mortal Kombat first came out. I was in school, grade school. Oh my God. When Mortal Kombat came out, man, we talked about that motherfucker for hours. Yo, my niggas was just making shit up. Yo, I swear to God, nigga, there was this one finishing move, nigga, when you took the nigga's mouth, opened it up, and then shit it in the nigga's, shit it in his mouth, and then fucking made him walk around with shit in his throat, all up in here. Niggas was just lying about the finishing moves and shit like that. Try to explain Horizon Zero Dawn to a motherfucker. You play as a character. I have no idea who the character is, but you play as a girl. Imagine somebody explaining. If I sat, I would love to be in the podcast, a Sony podcast, and really ask them, what the hell is Ghost is so shitty? Yo, oh, wow. What is Ghost is so shitty? You know what I mean? There's exceptions to the rules. So yes, I might not like Uncharted, but Bethesda, Microsoft, and the creators of the whatchamacallit games, what do they call, Wolfenstein games? Now the Wolfenstein games are garbage, even though I was saying they were garbage years ago. Now they're garbage. Oh, I mean, I remember when Wolfenstein first came out, man, motherfuckers was like, yo, I gotta get that new motherfucking Wolfenstein, nigga. Oh my God, nigga, I'm about to be up in there killing Nazis, nigga. I'm gonna be in there spraying Nazis down, nigga. I'm gonna be killing all these motherfucking Nazis, nigga. I'm gonna kill a motherfucking Nazi. It's weird how killing is bad when it pertains. I won't say anything. I won't go there. All I'm saying is, hey, I don't think two wrongs make a right. Making the game about killing Nazis means nothing to me. Doesn't get me going. I really don't give a fuck. But I swear, years ago, motherfuckers was really hyping up some motherfucking Wolfenstein, man. Wolfenstein, whatever it's called. Now all of a sudden, it's making the new, it's making the new Indiana Jones game. All of a sudden, it's not good enough. So we got the guys that are telling us to keep our expectations low. Then we got guys that just, whatever Microsoft does, is just never good enough. I was the guy that was saying that man, yo man, I don't know about Uncharted. I mean, Indiana Jones, because if it plays like Uncharted, we don't know what this game is about, and he just wanted to throw that out there. This is the same guy that his negatives for not buying Cyberpunk 2077 is because there were trannies in the game. Me and the crew was like, what? Who cares if there's trannies in the game? Gives a fuck. Yeah, man, there's trannies in the game, man. I'm not buying that, man. There's trannies, man. And then come to find out, one of my boys who had the game, he bought it for the Xbox Series X. He said, I ain't seen that another tranny. Yeah, man, I'm not buying that because there's trannies in the game, man. And it's the same thing where I think people are watching my channel, but they're not watching, they're not listening. I don't have a problem with The Last of Us 2 because it pertains to having trannies in it. And Uncharted, I have problem with Uncharted because it's not a game. And another thing is because it became the template of all Sony exclusives. So it sounds like this guy is kind of a low-key Sony fanboy. He just doesn't know it. That's what it sounds like to me. I think he thinks I think one thing, and if I say I'm not buying it, well, you said there were trainees in The Last of Us. No, wait, you said you didn't like Uncharted. And I go, nigga, you don't get it. I have no problems with The Last of Us because of trannies, not at all. I have a problem with the symbol of The Last of Us. And we all saw it. We all saw it on the grand stage, even though I predicted this was going to happen. We all saw it with our own eyes, so we can't act like we're confused on what The Last of Us 2 is. It's some type of undercover Sony fanboy. They bought an Xbox Series X, made a boring-ass video talking about how great it was, and yet every time Xbox does something, it's never good enough. I was literally sitting in the chat and I was like, yo, man, you're going to like that grounded shit, my nigga. Yo, I'm telling you, my nigga, grounded is going to be so, I can't wait to get my Xbox, man. I'm going to be the first motherfucker up in that grounded motherfucker. Oh, man, I don't know, man. I can't buy grounded, man, because it's not finished yet. Yeah, man, it's an early access game. I can't play that, man. Nope, It's like nothing's good enough. Nothing is good enough when it pertains to Microsoft. Oh, man, I was playing Ori and the Blind Forest. Whoa, man, that combat, man. Nigga, you only played it for 5 minutes. Yeah, but when I pressed the square button, the way he was swinging his arm around, I just didn't. Like nothing is good enough. When you got people like that around you, get them the fuck away from you. That is a warning. I am warning you right now. Get these never, nothing, not good enough niggas. Oh, get them the fuck away from you, man. Them niggas got some serious demons with them. They got some serious demons going on with them. Get you some motherfuckers that can always look at the predicaments of being the glass half full except for half empty. That motherfucker's got negative thoughts floating around all up in this motherfucker, man. Anyway, I'm babbling now. Should we do a Q&A? Anybody got any questions and answers? Just any questions they want to ask? Zoe 70 before we get the hell up out of here. If not, we'll shut the stream down. Thank you guys for tuning into the X-Tendo podcast, the Indiana Jones episode. Congratulations, Phil Spencer. Congratulations to Todd Howard. Congratulations to Bethesda. Congratulations to... oh, you know who else is on board? You know who else does amazing games when I was growing up? LucasArts Games. LucasArts Games made one of my... of course, LucasArts Games is going to be over the Indiana Jones because Indiana Jones was created by LucasArts, or Lucas. But I... one of my favorite games growing up that came from LucasArts Games, and I know that was, 20, 30 years ago, so I know they got a whole new staff. But still, one of my favorite games was Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Super Nintendo. That's my shit. Zombies Ate My... I would love for that shit to come to the Nintendo Switch. That is my shit. My God, that's my shit. But now, you got LucasArts films, LucasArts games involved. You got Bethesda. I mean, I don't know how this game could be bad. I don't know how they can mess this up, man. Not only that, they did some type of Zoom meeting, and they had them all there, and then they had little clues that let you know that they were working on a Indiana Jones game. But you don't see it. You're just like, you know. But there's little clues and little boxes and sculptures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Zoe, what is your favorite anime game of all time? Like I said, every Friday we will have Anime Fight Night on this channel. Every Friday, exclusive to the Xbox Series X. If you don't have an Xbox Series X, you can't play. Or if you don't have an Xbox console. But if you have an Xbox console, we can play, we can team up, we can fight, we can play the Naruto Storms, we can play the J-Star Victory Versus, or whatever the hell is out there. But my favorite anime fighting game is Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Ultimate Tenkaichi 2. My favorite anime fighting game. You literally start from like, from what I remember, I think you started at like Dragon Ball Z, and you just went through the whole freaking storyline. You went through the movies. You went through GT. It was incredible. I had so much fun playing this game back in the day. And it was a game that I really just didn't even know about. I didn't give a goddamn about. I love Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't care about playing the video games. But my sister came home with Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 1. And man, I played that thing and I said, man, this shit fun to the mofo. They had like alternate timelines. You had Yamcha fighting the Grape Apes. It was very good. But Tenkaichi 2 is my favorite. Tenkaichi 3, they didn't really have a story mode. It was just like a buttload of characters. But I wanted like the story mode and stuff like that. What percentage of your donations go to VTubers? And absolutely not. Anybody watching any VTubers? I gotta admit, I'm watching VTubers. My favorite is Corone, and who else? I like Corone is my favorite, and I like the English VTubers. They're good too. Who's your favorite character ever? Favorite character ever? I think, the other day, there's one character where I go, that's me. I was watching this show on HBO Max, and I said, that's who I am. I'm the living embodiment of that. And it's only because I was watching this show as a kid. And when I look at the Zobi 70 character, I go, it's weird how I can see myself at both of these characters at the same time. And it's funny that both of these characters are supposed to be, friction, or they're supposed to be the complete total opposite, and yet they're both the same. Order and chaos. Now, I can come out and be flashy and jiggy, and I can say Goku. Goku. I love Goku. He's my all-time favorite character of all time. But I have to say, my favorite character of all time, it has to be Batman and the Joker. They represent Zobi 70 so well, where, I demand justice. I demand order. I demand fair. I demand what's right. I fight for what's right, for what I believe is right. And then I also have my chaotic side, where I can sit here and just say some of the craziest, wildest shit, do some of the most wildest shit, do some of the most craziest, most chaotic shit. And it really just fucks with the minds of both of them together, really just fucks with the minds of losers all over the world. So if I was to say who my favorite character is in my favorite cartoon, the greatest cartoon of all time, the Batman animated series taught me so many things growing up. I remember Batman didn't use guns. I never wanted to use a gun. Batman never did drugs. Batman was this. Batman was the ultimate character because he always came through. He always came through within the pressure. No matter what, no matter how the situation looked, he always came through. Always came through. And I just always respected that. I always respected he was a man. And then when it came to the Joker, I was infatuated with that character, how just crazy this motherfucker was. Funny, always had a smile on his face. You know what I'm saying? Good question. Very good question. Any more questions? Your favorite character is Hitler. Oh my God. You think Cyberpunk reaction was due to the Xbox Series S copying the best version? Yes. Yes, I do. Django Escalade. Yes, I do. I do believe you're using. If you think that, you're using your thinking caps, because I've told you guys, and I'll tell you again, if there's any game that's going to be marketed through Microsoft and not through Sony, expect for the game to get ridiculed. Even if it's a multi-plat. Because the PlayStation 5 has nothing and it won't have nothing for years and years to come, right? So what they're banking on, and they can't buy studios. They can't buy, because they're broke, you know? It doesn't matter how many consoles they sold. It doesn't matter how high they are on Piss Creek. They're still going to sink. You know what I mean? They're a disgrace, you know? So it doesn't matter how many consoles they're sold. They're never, ever, ever, ever going to make money. They're losing money more than they're making money over there at Sony. So what do they have? They have the media. They do. And what they can do? They can manipulate the media to make people perceive that the PlayStation 5 will be the best option. Even though we're smart. Gamers are very smart. We're not going to fall for the bull crap. But Sony's going to try. So a lot of companies are going to get banned and banished. So what the Sony's main thing that they're looking for is grabbing up the multiplats, promoting it through multiplats. If you saw when the NPD numbers came out for 2020, the highest selling game was what on the PlayStation? The highest selling game of all the consoles on one console was what? What was that one game? It wasn't an exclusive. It wasn't an exclusive until like 3 or 4 rows down. What was the number one selling game on the PlayStation? Even though PlayStation fanboys always try to tell you the importance of exclusives and how great exclusives are, and exclusive is exclusive, even though they're not going to be saying that anymore. What was the number one selling game? What are they really doing on the PlayStation? Because they're not playing exclusives. What are they really doing? Call of Duty. Thank you, Split Streams. Let's see, any more questions? You ain't tired of this superhero movies? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely am I done with superhero movies. But, you know, when I'm talking about Batman, that was the Batman animated series. That was over 20 to 30 years ago. I was such a little kid. I was watching HBO Max. But abso-friggin-lutely I am done with superhero movies. I was done with superhero movies after after the Dark Knight trilogy. Where we had the Dark Knight, and then you had the one with the Joker, and you had the one with Bane. After that, I was done. I didn't really care. And I'm not gonna. I mean, you know, you never know what happens. I might go on a date, or I might be sitting up in the house and I'll have it on HBO Max. But I'm just saying, I really don't have any. I don't really want to watch another Batman movie because the Dark Knight trilogy was so dope the way they did it. You know what I'm saying? The way they did it and finished it, I said, you know what? I'm rocking with these movies, and I don't think there's anything else that can outdo it. I don't care if they get the motherfucker from Twilight, and then you have them sitting there beating somebody's skull in, and they go, poof, 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 and I go, what the fuck? This is corny, nigga. This is corny, man. What the fuck does that got to do with anything, man? The Dark Knight trilogy, with every single scene, there was a message, there was a symbol, there was something in there for you to learn from. Why do we fall down? So that we can get back up. When Batman broke his spine and fixed his spine and climbed up out of that hole and took down Bane. When the Joker was sitting there talking to the Batman, telling him, stop it, don't talk like them, you're not them. These motherfuckers, as soon as they get into any type of predicaments, they're going to turn on you. Ra's al Ghul, listen, those people at Gotham need to be punished. Everything that went on in that Dark Knight trilogy is going on right now. Great movies. Outstanding movies. Alfred is Batman's subconscious mind. Alfred doesn't really exist. Alfred represents everything that Batman is thinking, because Batman goes, I gotta go do this. Alfred says, hey, why don't you take a nap? Hey, you look a little beat up. Why don't you relax? Hey, why don't you go eat something? Hey, why won't you settle down and get a woman? Hey, why won't you do this, right? So when I see some new shit, I go, get the fuck out of here. I'm not watching this shit. When I'm watching some type of stupid movie, the only movie that I thought was actually good, and I'm keeping it dead honest, it was the one with Thanos, Endgame. After that, every single one was garbage. Anybody that went to go see Ant-Man and Wasp is a fucking loser. Anybody that went to go see Iron Man 3 or 2 was a loser. Anybody that watched any of those goddamn movies and it wasn't Endgame is a fucking loser. Especially if you went to go see that the female movie. What was it called? Captain Marvel. You are a fucking loser. You might as well off yourself right now because you are a disgrace, you are a useless eater, and you are the reason why we need to depopulate this motherfucking planet, man. Are you worried like me? No, not worried of nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I died right now on stream, good, because the views will go up. I don't give a fuck. I'm not worried about nothing, and you're a man. The fuck are you worried for? And I say that with the utmost respect. The fuck are you worried for? You're a man. God gave you the gift to solve all the problems by being down on this planet. Worried? And you're a man? If you're a woman, okay, you're a child, I understand. You're a man and you're worried? Let me finish the question. Are you worried like me that they done censored Boondocks reboot on HBO, or that is the political correct? They banned South Park's episodes too crazy. I think fucking Boondocks, I think South Park, all that shit is corny as fuck. It's some type of stoner shit, you know, for losers that sit around smoking weed and eating chips and doing absolutely nothing. The episodes are a complete waste of time. I never liked the Boondocks. I never liked South Park. None of that. I liked The Simpsons in the 90s, but I was 3. And that's it. I don't like American Dad. I don't like American Loser. They're stoner films. They're a waste of time. So I'm not worried about the Boondocks and what they censor or whatever. Give a fuck. Every single episode is a waste of complete time. The homies over whole shit was funny, and I didn't think it was funny. I just thought it was the truth. And I was the only reason I liked it because I was one of the niggas that never said homies over hoes. I don't like dudes. I can't stand men. I hate men more than I hate a cheating girlfriend. And a cheating girlfriend doesn't bother me. I would prefer if my girlfriend cheated on me. Only if she came back with some type of money, food, some type of income. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a little dark. I'm getting dark. What? Hey, Wisdom's here. Wisdom! That's my dude. What are the chances Microsoft gets a... oh, man. Yeah, I saw that. That the EA had lost the rights, I guess, to making... even though EA will be continuing to make Star Wars games. But I saw that Ubisoft was working on an open world Star Wars game. On paper, it sounds hot. On paper, it sounds hot. But I just don't know. When you say Ubisoft, I go, oh, you know what I'm saying? If they said open world Star Wars game, Microsoft, fuck the Indiana Jones. Nigga, this video would have been all about an open world Star Wars game. You know what I mean? Nigga, Star Wars would be back. Niggas would be like, yeah! You know, open world Star Wars game created by Bethesda and Obsidian were working at the same time. Niggas would be like, motherfuckers would be like, what? But when you heard open world Ubisoft Star Wars game, you were like, oh. There's a difference. That's what I'm trying to explain. So what if Indiana Jones was like Uncharted? When it pertains to Bethesda and Microsoft, you know there's going to be a seal of approval, you know? But the chances of getting KOTOR 3, I don't know. I would say the chances were just as high as it was for the past 10 years. Or with how many years? In my humble opinion, I don't, You know, the chance, anything can happen. I can never say never. Anything can happen. If it did happen, though, it's a wrap. Yeah, okay. All right, no more questions. All right, guys. Excellent episode, man. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you to the donators. Thank you for guys for always tuning in every week. And yeah, anything's possible, man. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much, man.